With the 2024 tour due to start on Sunday the 20th of April, here are my top moments of the band playing in the Lone Star State. Number 1. Dallas, the 23rd of June 1972. This performance of Gimme Shelter, a rehearsal for the upcoming shows in Fort Worth and Houston, were filmed for the theatrical release Ladies and Gentlemen, the Rolling Stones. I could just sit back and play the whole track for the entire video. It's such a great performance. Taylor's finger-picked leads, his jazz influences on full display, and the lyricism of his playing, Keith's growly rhythm, and the light support from Charlie and Bill are just the right touch. It sounds like the back room of a 50s club. I expect to hear Charlie Parker join in at any moment and start playing runs alongside Taylor's. The two guitarists are front and centre on the recording. When they're on fire like this, it doesn't hurt the Stones' claim to be the greatest rock and roll band in the world. Number 2. Fort Worth, 18th of July 1978. The Stones returned to the scene of their very first performances in North Texas on the 21st of November 1965. The Stones Mark III, now with Ronnie Wood as co-lead rhythm guitarist, are promoting Some Girls. They rip through when the whip comes down. Listen to how quickly the rhythm section locks into gear with Keith after the intro. The sound is lean. Ronnie plays pedal steel-like bends fleshing out the harmonies. It's high-energy stuff for a group nearing the end of their second decade in the charts. Jagger in particular punches in his delivery with the requisite punk snarl. Long solos are out, fast and brash ruled the late 70s punk and new wave scenes. The Stones had reawakened, flexing their muscle memory, knocking out 3-chord songs like this. Performances on this tour tended to be inconsistent, but this one is a highlight for me. Number 3. Houston, the 25th of June 1972, the early show, near to or at the peak of the Stones' live performances for Tumbling Dice. A Marmite song for many Stones fans. If that reference doesn't make sense, ask someone British. I finally got it after a few years of skipping over this song. This performance is about Taylor, Richards, Watson, Wyman being in perfect rhythmic sync. Jagger is probably working a bit too hard on the vocals on this version, but the rest, with the addition of Texas' own Bobby Keys and Jim Price, are everything that makes this era so special in Stones history. The cherry on top for me, but I'm sure not for Mick Taylor if he ever watches these performances, is the bollocking he gets from Keith Richards for noodling at the start of the outro. Keith's message in 72 is said clearly if harshly to the young virtuoso. Absolutely no showing off on their then lead single. The focus was playing ragged gospel-inspired rock as a unit. From The Last Time through Gimme Shelter, Tumbling Dice, Shine a Light to Sweet Sounds of Heaven, the Stones have sussed out how to lay this kind of groove. The last word should go to Charlie Watts. His invitation to the horn section to join the party in the outro is perfect. Number 4, Austin on the 22nd of October 2006. I'm going to cheat a bit with 2 songs from this show. Keith took the opportunity to honour one of his Texan heroes, Buddy Holly, by playing Learning the Game during his solo spot. This was my first time hearing it, and I quickly went out to get it. Darryl Jones opens up with a funky, fast-moving bass workout, complemented by Chuck Leavell's mazy keyboard runs. This evolves into Under My Thumb when Ronnie kicks off the famous riff. But where's Keith? From backstage, Keith strolls back to the action, presumably after taking a comfort break. Just in time too, as the front lip of the stage detaches to move through to the crowd to be set up as the B stage. Mick is in top form, driving the melody along, dancing and electrifying the audience as the stage glides forward. The Texas tandem of Ronnie and Keith bend notes heavenward in rapid, choppy exchanges. On the one hand, the spectacle we're watching is completely ridiculous. Seeing that ginormous stage moving through the audience. But I'm sure Mick probably thought that if we're going to blow up the showbiz, why not go this far? Number 5. Houston, the 25th of June 1972. The Late Show. Let's end where we started with the Stones in Houston in 72. In 2010, NPR reviewed the release of Ladies and Gentlemen, the Rolling Stones, when it was released for the first time on DVD and Blu-ray. Of those performances, the reviewer said, the crucial regular band member in 72 was guitarist Mick Taylor, looking like a pre-Raphaelite cherub, dropped into a nest of gargoyles. My final choice is the last recorded performance of the show, Street Fighting Man. At times unhinged, but lifted by guitar genius, the Stones sign off another show in Texas. Mick Taylor's pyrotechnics dominate the sound, while Mick Jagger's clowning around releases the tension as the Stones burn this one down to the ground, in what is my second favourite version of this Beggar's Banquet warhorse. Psychedelia was behind the Stones, but Taylor revives that era with his sinuously weaving solo. The Stones sound as dangerous as they were meant to be. The shackles are off, Keith and Charlie's rhythm is locked, Bill's bass bubbles anchoring Jagger's barking delivery. As the song flashes towards its climax, Taylor's lacerating lead never sways. All hell is breaking loose. Until next time, if you're going to the opening show with Gary Clark Jr. support, please share your thoughts and memories in the comments below. If you want to support the channel, like, share and subscribe on YouTube and on Patreon.